Hi there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of December the 4th through to the 10th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for the Scorps. First up, 10 of Wands reversed, followed then by the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Next we have the 8 of Cups in the upright, followed then by Major Arcana, the Star in the upright, and lastly we have the 8 of Pentacles upright. Overall energy is the 10 of Wands in the reverse position. Happy to see this for you, Scorpio. It looks like some of the burdens will be lifted off your shoulders this week. Excuse me. You could be getting a break. A nice break. Could be concerning work, it could be around the house, could be in many different areas. In the area that you had been overburdened, the 10 of Wands in the upright position can point to where we're really just giving her, maybe we're picking up slack for other people. Sometimes this is where this will come up when we have to cover for, say, family members who are out of town. We have to go look after their place, feed their cats, water their plants, that kind of stuff, and we're already busy doing our own things. Sometimes this can pop up when we are asked to aid or help in the neighborhood or at work, covering for co-workers, those kinds of things. Sometimes the 10 of Wands can be, sometimes we ourselves take on extra stuff and we have a lot on our plate and we are a little bit overwhelmed. When it's in the upright position, sometimes this will pop up when we are in the middle of, say, a major project, a renovation or a move or something like that. When it's in the upright, this is when we're still, slugging through it. When the card is inverted like it is for you, this is where those burdens are being released. Now, for some of you, perhaps whomever you were covering for is now back on the scene and you don't have to push her so hard. For others of you, it could be that the task that was so daunting is now over. And so now you can finally start to roll back a bit and relax, take a breather. And it's always good. Trust me, it's where the burdens have been lifted. No matter where they were coming from, it looks like there will be a release of that, at least for the time being anyway, at least for this week. Right at the beginning of the week, we have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. 5 of Pentacles in the upright position can sometimes point to financial situations where we're concerned that whatever we have financially obligated ourselves to, that there isn't enough to, cover everything that's going on. Now, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse can indicate that there is enough financial situations happening to cover everything you need. Now, whether it just means for the monthly bills or any other financial obligations, sometimes we obligate ourselves to, like, say, be a part of a wedding party, for example. And I know that can be very expensive for people, especially when we're not counting on that. We don't have savings put aside for special events like that, and all of a sudden we're thrown in the middle of a wedding. There's always expenses attached to that. Could be something like that. It could be that we have committed to go somewhere, and believe it or not, December is one of the most expensive months of the year, and is for obvious reasons, right? So it could be anything from traveling, could be anything from covering Christmas expenses and so forth. That you were concerned about. But it looks like coming into the week, perhaps you realize that there's nothing to worry about this month. It's like things are covered for you, at least in that respect. This can point back to the 4 of Pentacles in the upright position, indicating putting money aside, or else it can indicate maybe having enough to actually start savings. So we have excess, or it can indicate that we have now consolidated our financial situations. Sometimes 4 of Pentacles upright is where we've gone, say for example, to get a loan to amalgamate all of our expenses together into one easy payment. Could be something like that for some of you. For others of you, maybe you were overworked in order to make sure that everything was covered on the financial front. Now, the 5 of Pentacles in the upright position can sometimes point to abandonment as well. For some of you, this could be that you were either you yourself abandoned or banished people, or they did that to you. It could be a person, it could be a group of people when it's in the upright. When it's in the reverse position, you may see right at the beginning of the week a return of said people, whether you are the one approaching them or they are the ones approaching you. Could be you're seeing the return of, could be friends, family members, a special person in your life, what have you. But there is a return. And the next card is the beautiful wish card in the upright position. Make a wish this week, Scorpio. You just may see it manifest before your very eyes. For some of you, it could be the wish was, financial solvency, and it has happened. For others of you, it could have been somebody who has abandoned you, or a group of people, maybe they're back on the scene, and they're being nice, and so that was your wish. Others of you, the wish could be about anything, but it's something that makes you very happy on the emotional front, because remember, it is cups after all. It could be a wish as in a dream come true. Maybe you have been offered something, because cups also go very well with creativity and spirituality and that kind of stuff as well. So perhaps your wish was to land a job in the creative field, or it could be do something on the spiritual realm that's manifesting before you. Others of you, it's just like I said, it's a dream come true. You have enough finances to get through this time frame, and it's making you very happy. Maybe some of you, that was what your wish was. Others of you, it could have been the return of people from the past, or a person from the past that's making you happy. Remember, the Nine of Cups is also an energy of excess. So the only warning with that energy is to make sure you don't overdo it. Because if you over-celebrate, it could be their consequences. Remember, it's early part of the week. It's not the weekend energy. Moving on towards the weekend, we do have the star here in the upright position. Now, interesting enough, the star is what the Major Arcana's version of the wish card. You have a double wish here, and it seems like this wish is manifesting, and it's bringing hope and optimism to you overall. Now, this could be on many levels. We want to hear from you in the comment section below. I mean, especially after this week, or even sometimes, Scorpios are very psychic. You could be anticipating something like this happening. But come back, watch it after the week, and let us know in the comment section, did your wish manifest? Because you have a double wish impact here. Optimism, hope. The star is also very healing energy. So for some of you, if this was dealing with abandonment issues, it could be that whatever is happening here, unfolding, is helping to bring some kind of healing to you on a big level. For others of you, this could just simply represent hope and optimism that comes from within. You can just feel it. You just know that something good is going to come about. You can feel that your manifestation is just going to keep growing. For some of you, you have two wishes, and one of them has already manifested in the early part of the week, and the second one is about to manifest, and you can sense it, you can feel it. The last card you have is the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. This is the worker bee energy. Here you are, back at it again, Scorpio, working intensely towards something. Now, it could be that that's what you're wishing for. Maybe some of you are hoping to grow your business. Others of you could be hoping for a new job, or maybe you just are in a new job and you hope if you just keep working and working, you can get yourself up to that Ten of Pentacles. But this is a very focused energy where we're very directly focused in. Some of you could be working for the weekend because it is weekend energy, but whatever it is,